We talked about head position and the optimum head position that you should have in the water. Well, an analogy that I give my athletes is pretend that there's a string coming out the top of their head and there's someone on the pool deck pulling you across the pool by that string. Immediately what that will do, it will lengthen out your neck, but it will put you in this perfect neutral position, and then it will keep your body line straight. With that, the water should be hitting the crown of your head, and do know that your head position is so important, because what you do with your head, if the chin is too high, that is the reason most likely that your hips and your feet are going to be sinking. Another common mistake we see with swimmers where they can't achieve a catch is as they're reaching out, as they're starting to pull, they're just starting to drop their elbow, or they're just starting from there to push water down. So what I teach athletes, again, that angle of the entrance is super important. Having that hand too high is a big reason why that elbow drops. So if you can get the fingertips immediately below the wrist, elbow, shoulder, and then from there, think about having your hand facing back to you. An analogy I heard from Heather Jackson was she pretended like she was scooping cookies in her mouth. So that made sure that the hand was inside the elbow line, and it made sure that the hand was facing backwards, which in turn pushes you forwards. The common mistake we see is that when your head is in the water, you're looking too far forwards. Ideally, where your head wants to be is in a pure neutral position. So you're looking down, you're not tucking your chin where your head is now buried in the water, but it's just like there's a tennis ball underneath your chin right there, and you're looking straight down and your neck is long. That is key as well. The water line should be at the crown of your head. A problem with having that chin up is that is a reason why you're sinking in the back. When I'm watching a swimmer, I'm actually looking for where the water line is in conjunction with the arch of the lower back. We want them to pull that belly button in and have the lower back be on the water surface line. A lot of the times when that chin is up, we'll see like a big curve on the lower back, and this could actually be the reason your lower back hurts when you're swimming. Are you someone who struggles to get rotation in the body when you're swimming and you're just swimming flat? Well, there's two ways to fix it. One we've already explained, where as you're entering with your hand, you're going to drive your hip down following that hand. But the other way you can work on rotating your body is when you're pulling water back. So as you get set up that catch phase and as you push water back, so you're in that propulsive phase of the stroke, connect your hand to your core, and that in turn is going to push your hip back and get you on the other side and get you to that 45-degree angle. What that also helps is if you're thinking about connecting your hand to your core, it's going to keep your hand in the right line of where you should be pushing water back. If you're someone who maybe pushes water to the side of you, this is not going to work out, because here you're not connecting your hand to your core, but right here, if you can connect it to your core, in turn pushing your hip away, you're also going to be pushing water back in the right line.